All right, welcome back to Day Traders. It is a beautiful and sunny day today here in PA, and this is attempt number 2. First video was like 14 minutes. Number 1, way too long, and probably won't upload to YouTube because I had issues with the last video that I tried with that amount of length. So we're gonna keep this a little bit shorter. Off morning rip, and real quick, hope you're out there enjoying this beautiful afternoon, what we call life. Be thankful, be grateful. Morning rip, okay. We push up a little bit, test the Asia Open, reject hard, and we were on the 5 minute. We were purple. Part of me really wanted to take this move, but it's very early in the day. I don't like to take in this 15-minute window. Let the market set its range, set a move, just set a little bit, right? So I didn't take that. And then we saw yesterday, tried going long on a similar move here. We reject hard. And I knew, on the 1 minute, we were kind of teetering back and forth between green and the purple. 5 minute, we were red pushing into teal. So I knew there was a chance we would grind up. I had a lot tighter stop. Just wasn't really willing to risk a lot, given that. But the main reason why I took this trade is we reject this key level 29.95 multiple times. 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we reject. I'm looking for a push in this range here from the New York low to another key level that I have from previous. We didn't really get that. I didn't like it. Cut it, break even, and as you see, we push hard. So we start to push, and again on the 5 minute, we were going back and forth from red to teal, and at this point, we're starting to push green. Part of me wanted to take this, considering I cut the short, and I'm like, well, if you're gonna cut the short, you should probably go long. That's what your thesis is saying to you. Want to give it a little bit of room. Didn't know, if we'd be very bullish on the day, considering if you look, we never got above like previous day range pretty much in this London and Asia session. So I'm thinking like we could still cut down even in this range as well. And this is tough here because this was the Iran news, the peace deal. So this is impossible to catch. And again, we're teetering from purple to green. I mean, the 5 minute backed up, but there's times like yesterday where it goes against me when I don't have the confluence that I need on the majority of the time frames and things of that. So, just didn't want to take that, and then I simply chased along here just to tail flow zone. Once we caught this key level, the base, he was looking for a push to this range. So I'm like, all right, let me hop in with him. This was my winning trade on the day. Ironically, took 12 points. See, we got in right here. Took this right here. I was looking for that push. But again, on the 1 minute, that, starting to level out, going purple, and given we just 150-point move off of news, there's gonna be pullback. I'm like, let me not take this. We break down, retest, reclaim. So I'm like, okay, let's try this long. And again, I'm trying the same trade, the same entry. Stop loss was down here. We never break thesis, but just teetering back and forth. We're not creating higher highs here, so that was into my thinking. So I didn't love it, and then I just cut it. We break up, retest, break higher, retest, and then we catch that break. So again, I was trying to take, this was the Asia high, I think, at the time. Yeah, the Asia high is where I got in. I should have entered right here, which is where we were starting to base off of multiple times. So a little bit early on the entry. Missed that. I had some things to do. I'm like, all right, we're close. Previous all, time highs in this range, R to R. I'm not going to chase anything. I come back the afternoon, saw this starting to set up, and I should have taken it up in here, but we're very bullish on the day. I don't like taking shorts anymore on these days. I've been burned too much in the past. We retest, and I'm thinking, all right, lower high. We're going to finally get that push, retest, boom. We don't get that in the back of my mind. I can hear Matt, and even Dad will say, we don't short teal on the 1 minute. And it's tough because this can turn back red rather quickly. I'm thinking momentum. We're up on the day. We're not pushing through. Maybe we get more of a breakdown before we push back up. We don't get that. But ironically, this is my best trade of the day because I remained patient. I've been cutting a lot that have been working for me. I've been cutting a lot that have been working against me where I should have stayed in. We saw 50-50 on that today where both times, it happened. That first cut, that was a very good cut, just given how we were moving. But that second one, just we're bullish on the day. Give yourself room, and your thesis never broke. So, don't like to stay in trades this long. I was in a trade for an hour and a half, almost about an hour and 20 minutes. My stop was above New York high. I was originally at 352, and then I was even looking to go to like 380 in this range just because I'm like, all right, previous day high, all-time highs. Actually, I was going for 360 because if you look at the 5 minute, the candle closure 357. So I'm at 352, and I'm like, all right, I'll give myself a little bit more room, not anything more than that because you don't want to get in the habit of moving your stop loss. But again, 5 points, I'm okay with that to give myself just that breather in case we get that breakdown. Thought about maybe trying to add another at the New York high. That was my initial plan, but I went in with 3. We push hard against me. I should have gone in with 2 micros. We start to break down. I took one off here for like 4 to 6 point loss because I'm like, all right, let's mitigate risk. And I removed the stop. Well, not removed, but I brought it lower above this candle here because, again, I want to mitigate risk. We're bullish on the day. We are defending a key level from before. We're defending this level, and we have all afternoon. We've chopped. So I'm like, all right, let me take one off here, see if we get that push. We get a tiny bit, break back up. And then we push here, and a part of me thought, okay, even on the 5, we could turn teal again, push back up if they want to do that. We could bounce and retest off of this 50 SMA, which we do a lot if we break through the Bravo 9 or SMA 20 on a bullish day. So at this point, I'm like, all right, let's, take our stop loss, which I should just keep that there. Let's, bring the stop loss down to break even, which I did. Because again, I want to mitigate risk and not let this go against me, considering this key level. And if I miss this, or if we break down, retest, I can always add back in. Mitigated risk very well. As you see, we break up or around where I got in at. But again, a little bit above it. So hey, great to mitigate risk. We are up on the day. I did take a trade in Asia session, trying to go for a long off this range, so base. So try to go for that push. We got a little bit. I didn't love it given we're going red on this 10-minute, and the larger time frames on these sessions tend to play out more. They move slower, so I'm like, all right, let's just cut it. There's no need to be in this. We break down, retest same level, and then just crash. So that was a good cut as well. So you see, I'm mitigating risk a lot better. Was up 500 3 weeks ago. Lost 500 last week. We're down about 200 this week, so we're mitigating risk well. Still up about 1,800 across the three accounts. I was up like 2,300, 2,400 across them at the height of these fundeds when I've had all three. So again, just as long as we mitigate the risk and work on our positioning, things are going to work out a lot better, and that's when the profits are going to come. And you see why I cut this defend key level once again. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you found any value, please like and subscribe. As always, stay up, stay blessed, stay positive. Make it happen.